over the last several years, we've spent a lot of time analyzing the ammunition industry in general. As we've seen ammo shortages come and go and different anti-Second Amendment efforts by federal, state, and local governments, there's some things that allow us to kind of tie some pieces together potentially. And I just want to kind of talk through this real quick, because ultimately what we're seeing recently is we're seeing production of civilian ammo stop. We're seeing shortages begin. And a lot of it is pointing towards this idea that the FBI over the last year, based on new White House gun reform, have been tracing casing. Essentially, instead of tracing the bullets in a crime, they're tracing the casing as well. And the FBI is suggesting that a good chunk of the ammo used in violent crimes in the caliber 5.56 and 9mm specifically, not other calibers, just those two calibers, that those casings are coming from Lake City Ammo, the U.S. Army production, and this is probably a giant reason why the White House is suggesting that they stop production for civilians. Now, what I want to add to that is, over the last year, we reported on millions of rounds of ammunition stolen, typically in transit. There was, of course, millions of rounds stolen out of Delaware over the last year through a retail store, but that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the ones that were in transit, the railroad robberies or the storage facility robberies, where millions of rounds are coming up missing in one robbery, not multiple little ones like we saw at the store in Delaware, but giant chunks of ammo are being stolen. So what we have is we have giant chunks of ammo being stolen by somebody. And then that ammo is being used in violent crimes. And now as they trace the casing, they're saying that they need to stop production of civilian ammo because of all the violent crimes that are being committed with the ammo that they're producing. Now, what I'm trying to suggest is, well, there was somebody stole millions of rounds of ammo over the last year or so. And now that ammo is showing up, and now they're using that to fuel this idea that they have to stop production of civilian ammo, that it's the civilians causing all the problems. And it just feels a little too coincidental to me. Now, I'm not much on conspiracies, so I'm not going to sit there and say that the federal government stole all this ammo so then they can sell it to criminals and then say, aha, see, now this ammo is used in crime, so therefore we need to stop production of it. But I'm suggesting that the timing is peculiar. That's what I am suggesting, because when I posted those videos on the stolen ammo, many people suggested that this was an inside job. Many people suggested that on, really, if you look at the railroad robbery and then you also look at the storage facility robbery, both those government ammo, both those government contracted ammo, and both of those come up missing just all at once, and now we're seeing it show up in crime. Now, we said we would see it show up in crime. Actually, we said that when we made the videos, and now these are being sold on the streets. So that's no surprise, but what is a surprise is now the federal government is using that as fuel for anti-Second Amendment efforts, and that is what I'm suggesting might be something we should pay a little closer attention to, especially as ammo continues to come up stolen, how they're resolving these crimes, who took them, that sort of thing. Just really kind of pay attention when you see missing ammo or stolen ammo videos pop up or news reports or whatever. Just pay attention to it and try to connect the dots to then all of a sudden anti-Second Amendments, oh wow, in that same caliber are being pushed. Interesting. Any thoughts or insights you might have on that, definitely put that below. Would like to take a moment and say that most people watch this channel are not subscribers to the channel. Please take a moment, hit that subscribe button. It greatly increases the algorithm and our ability to get these messages out. That link is below. But the most important part of this channel is we take prayer requests, and never hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. As always, love God, love your family, and love guns.